so day 8, Happenstance Journal Project, Phase 2, backgrounds, day 8. Okay, and, oh, there's my watch. It died when I was filming yesterday. It died when I was filming yesterday, and I took it off, gonna go put it on the charger, and I set it down and then lost it. So I don't know how it ended up in the yellow basket. Oh, y'all, my brain. Let's just put it back on so I'll know where it is when I go to plug it back in. All right. So day yellow. Day 8 is yellow. All right. So a new camera angle. Y'all let me know if it's better or worse. I tried to move it up higher so that you can see more. However, you may actually see less because now it's taller than I am and I can't see. I can't see what it's recording. It may be recording absolutely nothing. I have no idea. Okay. So, Happenstance Journal, day 8, yellow. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to revisit one, but with a little difference. So, where's my background stack? Y'all, we have got quite the stack going, and I hope you are playing along so that you too have quite the stack going. All right, so, we're going all the way back to day 1, which is the green. If you have not seen all these videos, these are all the background videos. And I've got to admit, y'all, I'm having a blast doing them. I am. I can't wait to use them. Cannot wait to use them. Okay, so on the green, we did this collage background, and then we used all the inks to kind of blend them into each other. All right, I want to do the same thing, but with one difference. I, in my own personal art, am struggling with white space. I'm horrible at leaving white space. So we're going to try to do this, but leave white space. As you see, the only white space on here are the white accents I put at the end and the whites in these flowers. Like, there's no white. I am horrible at this. And I figured yellow is a good one to do because it's already a light color and maybe it won't be quite so stark and hard for me to do. So, white space. We're going to leave white space. Y'all help me out there. Be screaming at the video. White space, Nikki, white space. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to start with collage as per always. But I'm not going to collage the whole page. I'm just going to do little snippets. Alright? Then I'm going to cut it down and we're going to add yellow, trying, because this is the hardest thing for me to keep some of those white spaces. All right, y'all cheer me on. So, and it helped that I didn't have a lot of yellow, much like I didn't have a lot of red. Everything had yellow in it, but very few things were predominantly yellow. Because yellow is just one of those colors that goes with everything, so it's in everything. So, that's going to help. I even have some price tags for, like, when you have a garage sale, but they were yellow. And I thought, I'll put some of those around. I'm not proud. Alright, so I've got this. I've got my poor matte medium brush, which is probably fixing to have to be retired. He's probably not going to make it much longer. My pan, which we're going to add the matte medium to. And I've got that brush soaking, hoping it'll come at least a little soft. I've got another bottle of matte medium, y'all, but I guess I didn't do my finger trick, and it's sealed. I'm going to have to get somebody to open it for me that's a lot stronger than I am. Alright, and it's golden, so, you know, we don't want to just waste it. Where's my lid for this water? This is my clean water for watercolor, and I don't want to accidentally put matte medium in it. Alright, so I am going to see if this brush came back to life. Oh, I don't think he's gonna. Alright, I do have an alternate brush up there, but I have to remember to clean it because it's one of my favorites. Because I don't have another chipboard brush in here. Let me grab some paper towel that is super wet because I just cleaned water up off something. Which if you didn't see today's bonus video, you should watch it. It's pretty funny. And I just got water everywhere. Oh! I don't know if that was on camera, but there was water all down in the brush, and it went everywhere. Okay, I think we can get one more use out of him, but then he's done. Like, oh, hang on. Try to get all the water out of him. Okay. He's done after that. All right. Which is part of the reason he's holding water. Only this much of his bristles move. This is all caked up with matte medium because I didn't clean him last time. Yeah, I know. If you don't have these super cheap chipboard brushes, get them. If you're bad about not cleaning and you don't want to destroy your good brushes, these are excellent for those play days when you know you're probably gonna screw up. Okay, I am not going to get my ruler to tear. I am just going to tear of the willy-nilly. I'm going to tear this dark green parts off and put them in the basket. And I'm just going to tear of the willy-nilly. And I am going to try and keep it kind of small. I don't think I need all of these. I think those two are repeats. So let's set these aside in case we need more. But we shouldn't because we're going to practice restraint today, right? Restraint. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save that. That needs a word on it. So we're going to save that. All right. We're going to do this. We're going to pretend we're a dealer, right? I'm looking up. I'm not looking down. And I'm just trying to grab them and drop them. Okay, now I'm looking down and I'm going to spread them out a little bit. But other than that, oh, and there's two there. So, all right. That's where we're going to collage. That's it. So I'm just going to grab one that isn't, and we're going to do about, let's start with just 3 at each place. Let's start with 3. Oh, wait, there's 2 there. And all I'm doing is trying to make sure that the piece I put down is distinguishable from the pieces that are already there, color-wise. All right. All right, I think that's pretty good. So let's take this little thing and we'll set it aside. And let's just do each one like it's its own individual little mini collage. So right here, we're gonna come like off this edge right there, right, and then I'm going to put that one. Oops. And then, oh, it's so hard when you know you're gonna stop. Okay, that one. All right, I also need to let go of the straight. So yeah, I need to let go of the straight. So I am trying to do like little clusters though, so that it feels less like they're floating, because I'm afraid they're gonna feel like they're floating. Just floating out in the art. Y'all. It sounds ridiculous, but it really is very, very uncomfortable for me to try and leave white space. I don't know why. If you have trouble with white space, tell me, give me some support here. Give me some love. Because yeah, I'm not actually kidding here. I have trouble with white space. I like everything covered and used, and this one has 4, which we all know I'm not going to be able to leave. So let's just grab one of these circles, and that will become 5. Oh, that's actually really cute. Apparently I didn't have any matte medium under that. All right, let's do this one. Off the edge. And then okay. Somebody have a straight edge. He has a straight edge. I don't think there's enough glue under him. I know I just said I have to let go of that straight, but I didn't make it, did I? And then I'm going to put this one just like right there. Okay, we'll do this one next. And put that one in the corner. And then that one. Okay, I'm just gonna let it be. I'll put that one over. Don't look at it. Okay. I'm talking too much. I'm not going to be able to fast forward much of any of this. Because if I fast forward when I'm talking, it makes me sound like a chipmunk. Because you still hear it. And it's weird if I take all the sound out. It's too quiet. Because there's sounds you don't really notice you hear until you're editing it. Like the ceiling fan. It's just a low hum, but when I fast forward, it's a very high-pitched hum. So if y'all ever wonder what that high-pitched hum is, it's the ceiling fan. This one right here, but let's go up a little bit, and let's move this one in a little bit. Ooh, I like that. Let's do that. Okay, and then this one. I'm almost out of matte medium. Y'all, don't you hate it when you run out just as you're finishing? You're like, do I have enough? All right. I swear I haven't had any more coffee today than normal. That one. And that one. Okay, because this paper is so thin, and I don't want it to wrinkle up where the collage is only, I'm going to put a layer of matte medium now over the whole thing. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm looking at how wrinkled it is and realizing that if I don't treat all of the paper the same, it's going to have a very negative effect on my paper. If I was using a heavier paper, I probably wouldn't be as worried about it, but I'm not using a heavier paper. I'm using a very inexpensive and lightweight paper. Inexpensive for the size of paper it is. Let me put a caveat there. It was not inexpensive. Paper this size never is. But compared to watercolor, this size, it's very inexpensive, which is why we're using this. And because I had it. All right, I know I said I was going to let this dry, but since I now have matte medium everywhere, I have liquid, let me find it. I have some liquid watercolor, and I hardly ever use it because I never think to use it when the matte medium's wet. But we have matte medium that is wet right this second. So, here it is, here it is, here it is. We're going to drop some liquid watercolor into it. What is this? This is oh, it isn't. This isn't it. Well, we're still not going to do it. This isn't the watercolor. So where is my yellow watercolor? It's in a little bottle like this. And I got it in a subscription box. And I was like, how cool is that? All right, so I'm just going to put some drops around and on my collage. Like, already starting to put it to the back a little bit. But because everything's wet, it should. Everybody got some? Everybody got some. It should run a little bit when I do it, because it's also going to be on my brush. So oh, see y'all, I'm losing a lot of my white space already. All right, but I'm keeping it pretty loose. I'm keeping it pretty loose. And if we have to, we can always put white back in, right? Right. I'm gonna do these very edges so they have an edge feel about them. Okay. All right, you know what else I'm gonna do? Because I did that, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna do it with some white gesso. Hang on, y'all. I gotta reach all the way. Do you want to do gesso? No, let's not do gesso. Let's do paint, because I don't want the grit of the gesso. So I have some white paint over here somewhere. So let's do it. We did it with the yellow. Let's do it with the white, just to be fair. Clean that brush out. And I'll just grab a acrylic brush for this so that it stays white. Okay, that'll be enough by the time I pick it up. All right, so I'm just gonna pick it up and put some down on each area. All right, and same thing, just gonna all right, we're gonna let that dry. Fingers crossed, y'all, fingers crossed. It is Sunday, so that means I have to go start my laundry. Anybody else leave your real housework to Sunday afternoon so that you can actually pretend Saturday you don't have to do any housework? That's totally me. Okay, so we're gonna leave that to dry. I'm gonna go start my laundry. Terrify kittens by running the vacuum. I haven't done that yet. Clean the bathroom. All that good stuff. And hopefully by the time I am ready for a break again, this will be dry. And I'm going to go from here to tearing it down. So I'll probably tear it down before you see it again. All right? Back in a little while, y'all. Okay, so I pulled the camera down and realized it's totally crooked, so you never saw, I think, that edge and corner. So here you go. And I'll try to do better when I put it back up later. But I think, let me see if I can stand up without casting a shadow. I think I did pretty good on leaving some white space this time. What do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Hey everybody. Okay, so I climbed up on a step stool. Yeah, that's how short I am. So that I could see, and I think we're all in frame. It was still hard to see because I was trying to stand on the step stool and lean over. Anyway. All right, so it's all dry, or dry enough. and cut down. Here are my scraps, which I don't know, there's not much to them, but we'll keep them. We'll keep them. Yeah, especially these two. There's just not a lot. I don't know, this one's better than this one. He looks kind of sad. Okay, so we'll set those aside. So here's what we have, though. Let me spread them out, because I think you can... Here, let me do them this way, so they'll all fit on the thing. I don't know why, but I just decided I like that one going that way. Not that I guess it really matters. No. Okay, I like him going that way. All right, so yeah, I don't know, craziness. Here's what they look like right now. And I got my paint pen out because I decided what they really need at this exact moment is some scribbles, so that I've got my own hand in them. So I am just going to literally scribble across them. And I'm just going to put some interest in some of this space where there isn't any, but it's not going to take up a lot of room. Oop, right on the mat. And I think I'm going to do it again with the darker yellow because I have two of these. Okay, and this is the lighter one. Let me grab the darker one. And do the same. Alright, I don't like it as well because you see the marks more. So I feel like they need to be a little more intentional than that. So yeah, let's do them just a little more intentional, and we'll work with that one because yeah. Okay, and then this one I think I'm gonna put it right across. There. And there, and you know what, I think I'm going to put it right there. Okay, now I have to admit I like these two better than these two. It kind of evolved as it went. In fact, I don't like this one at all, but that's a good thing because not liking it means it's going to be easier to keep adding to it. Alright, so we're definitely going to grab the white and the yellow. Both of them are the Reeves, and I'm going to get, you know what, I don't think I'm going to get my palette knife. I think I'm going to get my scrapey card. Get my scrapey card. Alright, so let's start with this one that we don't like. In fact, let's put them in order. I like this one the most, then this one, then this one, and then that one the least. So let's put them in order so that hopefully as I go I'm getting better at what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put some paint down. Oh, this one isn't open yet. I thought I had used all these Reeves by now, but apparently I had not used the yellow. So a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white, and let's just play. Alright, I'm just going to add on some of these straight edges. Just to kind of get rid of how straight they are. And I think I'm gonna also just kind of do this over some of this writing. Okay, and I think I'm gonna set this one aside and move to the next one. And I kind of know what I want to do because I kind of liked all that, so let's do the same thing. If you didn't figure it out, I was trying to take this darker yellow and definitely make a border so your eye has a darker, somewhat darker stop on it, and then just kind of cover up what I didn't like, which was a lot of that writing, blend some of it in, and definitely blend some of those papers in so they weren't just like sticking out so much. So yeah. Okay. That feels really brown now, so I'm just gonna push that back a little. I think we'll do the same thing over here, just push it back a little, because it's feeling a very brown there. Right here too. Maybe pick up just a little bit of yellow. I want to be able to still see through it. But yeah, don't want it to feel so brown. All right, let's set those two aside. Grab this one. I'll work this direction because I'm running out of room. All right, I'm not 100% sure I'm still in frame, so let me move these. With it being so tall, I'm just not sure, but I know the dead center is in frame. When I edit this one, I'll try to tell, although I generally move the thing every time, not intentionally. there I think needs blended a little more. And maybe right there. Actually, I think this one looks pretty good. And there's not a lot of collage on this one. But I also like where it hits. And I like the writing, which meant it had a leg up on the others. Alright, let's swap him. And I'll set that one over there to dry. Alright, let me clean up, and that felt fast. Was it fast? Okay, so I gave this a minute to dry while I cleaned up my mat because it was really bad. So, I don't know why I keep turning these trying to decide which way I like them best. I won't know until I use them. I put my card in there too because it's really bad. It needs to be cleaned. So this is a moment when we evaluate them. Do we think they need anything else? I think they do. But the only yellow ink I have in here is Distress inks, not even Distress Oxide. Look and make sure, but I think they are all just straight up Distress. They are. So I'm going to go with the darkest of the ones I have, which is Wild Honey. And what I really want is just something kind of textural. It won't matter if it goes away or, you know, moves or bleeds or anything. So I'm thinking maybe just this. Oh, maybe that. No. Let's forget that. Let's do this. But let's do it in this, which is Iridescent Bright Gold. Okay. So how long is this? It'll go across two. So, let's just scoot these over. I hope I'm still in frame. I'm going to worry about that now that I can't see it. Alright, let's just, let's pop these down. And I think I want them right there. Oh, yes! And maybe there. Yep, that's what it needed. All right. And like right there. And maybe right there. I don't know. Bubble wrap is one of those things that just always seems to improve everything. Anybody else feel that way about it? Like, you don't know what to do, add some bubble wrap. Alright, do we want to add some white bubble wrap too? I think we do. I think we do. And I think we're not going to clean the brush or the bubble wrap so that it's not pure white. It's just going to be a little bit anyway. But it'll bring back a little more of that white detailing. Okay, and just going to go the opposite of how I went on it the first time. Okay, I like it. Do you like it? Okay, we're going to set that one aside as done. And pick up a little more of this white. And we're going to put this one right above where it was on the other one. And maybe right there too, just a little bit. Oh. Yep, there we go. And I'm going to call that one. I like it. Do y'all like it? And I still think it has a little white. Y'all tell me, did I succeed? Are they still having a lot of white? I think they are. I really do. Take half the white I got left. And go right there. Might have to get just a little more white out. Alright, I like it. Actually, I think I like it like that. Oh, okay. Last one. Alright, the only thing is I feel like this one, for some reason, I feel like this one is more of that weird yellow. The Reeves yellow. I feel like that's what's on this one. So maybe it just needs some more white. Maybe I'll do some white spatters. I don't have enough paint left. Okay. hold on. Let's make some white spatters. And you know what, let's get, do I have my fan brush? I do have my fan brush. Let's get my fan brush. Oh yeah. And having said that, let's just give everybody some. Okay, yep. I like the white spatters too. Alright, over to the floor to dry. I'll just put the last two on here and we'll leave them on here to dry. Look how gorgeous those splatters are, and I missed. Isn't that the way it goes, huh? Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. So, I will let these dry before I take pictures this time, because I don't want to move any of my gorgeous spatters. I am, though, going to move them enough to clean up the mat, because I just cleaned the mat. And I do mean just clean the mat. Alright, there's that one. Maybe I can get the mat clean and bring them all back. Hold on. Alright, there it is. Day 8. Happenstance Journal Project Phase 2 backgrounds. Day 8. Color is yellow. And I like them. And alright, I still think I didn't do as good a job of preserving the white as I could. But I think I did a much better job than I normally do. So, y'all let me know. I'll take close-ups in just a second when I get the camera down. Which means climbing again. But y'all let me know. Do you think I did a good job of keeping the white? Or do you think I obliterated the white? Alright. Bye, y'all.